What up, channel? It's Foreplayy, and this is questions from you number 6. I've been wanting to do another one of these. I finally got them out. I had so many messages, so if you submitted a question, just be patient. I'll definitely get around to it. And if I don't respond to it via video, then I will respond to it via text just so I can help you out or help your life. First and foremost, the gameplay is against Impulse. This is Caliber Gaming, my team, against Impulse, Hardpoint, Highjacked. I did not choose this game because I performed really well. I went 38 and 30 or something like that. That is definitely not, that good. It's just whatever, a decent gameplay. However, I figured it would be exciting because the gameplay was really close. I think I started really well in this game for about like the first 2-3 minutes, and then I trail off and go on a dying streak, and then I end up bringing it back towards the end. So who knows what I would have went if I didn't struggle in the middle. But anyway, this video in question is a questions from you, so let's get started. This question is from Lex Henry via YouTube. Hey SJ, just a question that I think would be worthy of a video for your series. I don't know, but you can be the judge of that. I'm currently in my 3rd year of college studying pre-veterinary studies, and as you may or may not know, at least about a 3.7 GPA is required for vet school. I also have hopes of becoming a pro COD player this year, and I know that requires a ton of time. I also go to the gym 5 to 6 times a week and work 4 hours Monday through Friday. I'd like to hear from you and maybe some pointers on how to manage the time for everything. So we're going to call this one, I have a lot going on, I want to be a pro, but I'm so busy. That's what we're going to title this one, or something along those lines. And let's go ahead and get started in this. First and foremost, congrats on your vet school. That's huge. To be honest, going to college and landing a 3.7 GPA is hard in itself, especially if you're taking full-time classes. And for anybody that's doing that, then good job on that. But, okay, so you are having a hard time balancing your time, and so do I, because my thing is you need to realize what you're doing, though, is hobbies. Gaming is a hobby, working out is a hobby, so you can't be so hard on yourself for that. I agree with going to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. That's cool, do your thing, and I actually do that as well. However, first let's address school. School is going to be your first and foremost your priority because you're investing so much of your money or your family's money or scholarship dollars in that right there, and that's going to be your future career. Granted, everyone has the goal of, man, I want to be a professional Call of Duty player and make my living like that because that would be so sweet. And to be honest, I want to be a rock star, and I want to be I wanted to play professional football, and we all know how that ended out. It didn't work out too well. I'm not saying that you can't. Not at all would I ever tell you not to chase your dreams and do that, but I will say this. You got to make sure that you put what you're doing as your first priority, and right now your first priority is going to be that vet school, just due to the fact that I think that when you do that vet school and when you finish that, then that's going to open up a lot of opportunities for you in life, and gaming isn't going anywhere. And also, neither is school. I will say one thing, though. A lot of players have hit me up before that I've graduated and said, hey, I'm going to be graduating soon from high school. Should I go straight in or should I take a year off? And a lot of people think if you take a year off that you won't, I guess, go back to school. And my mom is a prime example of this. Shout out to you, Mom, if you do watch my commentary. It's probably not. You lie to me. But shout out to my mom, who went back to school when she was 32 and got her master's, and that's just what she wanted to do at the time because I think she had me, so I pretty much ruined her life. And no, all in jokes, but like she had me, and then that was kind of like her dropping out of school because it was too hard for her to do that. So going into that, I think that, back on topic, you need to make sure that school is your priority. So keep your studies up, make sure you have time to do your studies, and as long as you don't see your grades slipping, then you're okay, But you also said that you go to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. Make sure you balance that time, because being a pro COD player isn't as hard as people make it out to be, as long as you have 4 other players that are really good as well. But I will say one thing, though. The more pros, like there's pros right now that play from sun up to sun down, and that's what I used to do. I can't afford to do that anymore, and it could be a little difficult because that's why I don't think right now my team is like a top 3 or 4 team yet, because we haven't put in the time that those teams have put in, or those kids, quote unquote, no-lifing it at the moment, and that's cool. Like yet again, that's what they want to do, so let them do that. But I would say balance your time in a sense of have a schedule. You've got to have a schedule for those certain days whenever you're working and stuff, and then make sure you give your team that schedule, because you're not really going to be able to excel in anything if you don't have a schedule. So yes, you can go to the gym, but realize that's a hobby. Gaming is a hobby. Right now your priorities are going to be your work and everything else. And I mean, think about everything you're doing, and that's a lot on your plate. You know what I mean? That is a lot of stuff that you should kind of be doing, or not you should be doing, but that's a lot of stuff that you're trying to do at one point in time. So if you slack a little bit, let's say you don't go to the gym 5 or 6 days, you only make it 4, that's still fine because you're bettering yourself as long as you're eating right. Like, you're fine, you know, and you're working, so obviously you're making a little bit of cash as well as you're doing your school. And if you're getting above a 3.7 in your school, then that's really good, because I think I graduated like a 3.3, so don't judge me, channel, all right? I tried. I suck at math. And I couldn't do it too well, but that's actually really good. So I hope that I answered that question. I wanted to do kind of a 2-part question in this just because of the fact that I had time and I couldn't have talked about that for 10 minutes because these Hardpoint games are so long. When I start doing CTFs, that'll fit perfect for questions from you. So going into the next question, this one is from, I think it was like Bear Boy or Beard Boy, something like that. And his question was basically, I have a question about dropping a player on my team. I've been teaming with him since MW2. We went through ups and downs in Black Ops 2. He doesn't have the drive to be the best anymore and just says I will only scrim when there is something to play for. The main question here is, should I drop him or just stick it through? And I wanted to address this because a lot of you guys are going through the same situation, and I think that this would really help you. But this is where it comes down to business and friendship. It's extremely difficult to balance the two of those because of the fact that you want to be successful, and I know where you're coming from when you want a player to get on, because I've been that player that doesn't get on before on teams, and I've also had players that don't get on. Prime example, when I was playing with Sidrock in MW2, he didn't get on and cost us, like, he made us get 3rd place instead of 1st with an event because he couldn't get on, and that just really sucks. So you need to basically sit him down and give him an ultimatum, not in a bad or negative way, but tell him, hey, I have a goal and I have a dream and what I'm trying to do, and if you can't be a part of this, then definitely just let me know. And it's nothing against our friendship, but it's something I want to do. And if he says, I only want to get on to play when there's something to play for, tell him there's a lot to play for. MLG Dallas just got announced. There's tons of tournaments going on the daily, and everyone is grinding. You know, there's so many people playing right now. It's ridiculous trying to get to be the best at the event, and I understand and respect that the most. You just got to tell him straight up. A lot of the questions that I get are, I want to say common sense, but sometimes you need that motivation to actually do it, you know? Like common sense. So tell him this. Say, listen, I need to be honest with you, and I need to see if we're on the same page here. Do you want to excel in this gaming thing, or is that not something you're about? Because more than likely, if he's saying that he only wants to play when there's something to play for, he'll probably still get on another team, maybe one that's more relaxed and doesn't want to play as much as you do. But remember, this is your dream. You said in that message you sent me that this is something that you've wanted to do forever, and this is something that you really have going on, you know? So definitely tell him that, and don't let anyone stop you from your dreams. So anyway, that's questions from you, number 6. I hope that I answered both those questions to the best of my ability, and you guys like that. I'm getting better at talking for 10 minutes straight. In fact, I'm probably just amazing at it now. No, just joking. I'm not that cocky, but I wanted to give you guys an update on my montage. Actually, it's being worked on at the moment. Fizzerp just dropped a montage called Alpha, in case you guys don't know who that is. Me and him never really talked to him. I don't know him that well, so I can't really say that, but I'm coming out with a montage called Candles, and that's going to come out on Valentine's Day. I didn't want to spoil it, but Candles, Valentine's Day, it's going to be legit. I got some real stock footage in there, like real life footage at the beginning. Definitely getting edited by a guy named Marlon. He's new to the scene, but you know me, I like to give these editors a chance. And if you are an editor looking to work or do any type of work, hit me up, or if you know of anybody, refer them to me, because I'm going to be looking for a lot of montage editors for the 2013 season, just because that's one thing that I love to do is edits. Outside of that, we don't really have anything else. I've been putting up those Caliber Gaming listen-ins. I hope that you guys don't mind those being mixed in, as well as questions from you, breakdowns, the deeper style commentaries. Just so much stuff is about to go on my channel. So if you find something you like or like a niche, then definitely just watch those. And if you don't want to see like questions from you, or you don't want to see the questions from you real life, just read the title, because I will label everything the way that it needs to be. And I don't expect you guys to like all my content. You know, like if I do questions from you, my parents are getting a divorce, what should I do? If your parents aren't getting a divorce or you don't care about that, I completely understand, you know. But if maybe you just want to listen in or type in for support, or you're just doing some homework or eating a damn peanut butter and jelly sandwich, then you can listen in, and that's cool. So that's pretty much it for the updates. There's a minute left in this gameplay, so if you got anything else that you guys want answered, submit your questions to me. Just title it QFY. I'll try to answer it. If I don't make a video, then I'll definitely do a written response, like I said, and I'll try to get back to you, so check your inbox. That guy was lagging this whole game. But as you notice here, We're only up 16 points. They were capping. I was paranoid. I was looking at the clock. I was like, are we really about to lose by 1? But we end up going in, getting the 1, the 2 from behind, just like that. So that's going to be that gameplay. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. This is Foreplayy from Team Envious, Team Caliber. Well, we'll say Caliber Gaming and the Foreplayy gang. You guys are the best. Hope that you guys are doing well. Keep dominating your game as always. Peace. What up, Foreplayy gang? I hope that you guys liked that recent installment of questions from you number 6. Definitely a different style of topic, talking about veterinary clinics and how to balance your time and manage your stuff. We're going to do more real life stuff as well as other questions from you about gaming. Just submit your questions if you want it answered. As always, comment, favorite, like, subscribe. Get at me on Twitter if you'd like. Keep dominating your game. Until next time.